All right, now we're going to go into defining your target audience. So before up here, we did craft your story, which is kind of section one. So you get a better understanding of who you are as a business, what your purpose is, what pain points you're solving. And now, who are you solving them for? So we're going to get into this audience section here. There's a couple different documents to get started. Obviously, just like always, you'll have the template that's available here. Let's open this in a new tab to give you a opportunity to see it. You just replace, your company here with your company, make a copy of this document, and then you can use it. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to put 3 different segments together, and we'll talk about that in a second. Then you're going to define attributes for each of these segments. If you're a B2B business, there's additional attributes you can fill out, kind of a brief description of each of your target segments in priority order, and then where they get their content. Because once you figure out where they get their content, it'll be much easier to create content for those channels. Okay, so as always, we're going to use Wander Badges as our example. Again, if you're unfamiliar, Wander Badges are basically these cool travel stickers where when you visit a place, you can go to Wander Badges and buy the sticker, but then each of these stickers has a unique QR code. So the first time you apply the sticker and scan it, you can upload a bunch of photos that you took while you were at that location, or you can point to like an Instagram post or social media link that is a post from that location as well. And then the next time someone scans it, they can kind of relive those memories. Okay, so for Wander Badges, I'll talk about how we filled all of this out. But first, we're going to review this Instant Personas product. Okay, so the idea of Instant Personas is you're supposed to be able to kind of put in your information, and then it'll give you those personas automatically. So let's test that out and see how that goes first. So this is Instant Personas. From a pricing perspective, they have a plan that's $10 a month or $6 a month if you sign up for an entire year. I've already signed up, so I'm going to go to the dashboard, and it says describe your product or service, and I can create a persona. So this is where crafting your story really comes in handy, because as you remember, we already have this information. You can see right here, 1-sentence description. Wander Badges provide an interactive, customizable way to capture and share travel memories with a scannable QR code linked to personalized photos, making them a unique alternative to traditional travel stickers. So I'm just going to copy this here. I'm going to come back up here to Instant Personas. Now, this happened to me the first time I used it too, where it didn't appear to be doing anything. So I did a hard refresh up here. And then I pasted it again and hit enter. And now you can see it's going. Okay. It says, could you please describe what you believe is the primary problem Wander Badges is solving for its customers? And then if you go back to craft your story again, you already put these together. This is what's really nice about this document, is you can just copy and paste this when you run into tools like this. So these are the pain points I think it solves. So we're going to come back in here and hit paste. You can just copy all 3. And it says, based on the information about Wander Badges, blah, 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 I'll start crafting detailed personal archetypes. Let's get started on creating these persona archetypes. Okay, so now it's generating the personas. It says it could take up to a minute. We're just going to give it a second here. You'll see in those templates, there's also a version of this where you can just copy and paste a piece of text that I put together and jump it right into ChatGPT to kind of come up with this too. Because we're reviewing this product for the first time, I just want to see how it compares to what we can do ourselves in putting these personas together. Okay, so here are the personas that put together. So you can click. The first one is, let me scroll up a little bit. Okay, the first one is Avid Explorer, and it gives you some attributes about them. Let me go ahead and download these. You can get these templates. Let's take a look at what it looks like when you download one of these. Okay. Thrill discovering new places and cultures, strong desire to document captivating travel experiences. That sounds dead on. Pain points: difficulty managed storing vast amounts of travel photos in an organized way. Yep, I run into that problem. Seeks robust, intuitive, and visually appealing methods for managing travel memories. Effortless way to share and relieve travel experiences with a vibrant, engaged community. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at the recommendations. So, develop mobile app enhancements like social sharing, capabilities, and cloud integrations for better photo storage and accessibility. This makes me believe they don't really understand the product that well, because that's kind of what it already does. But anyway, so let's see. It gave me the Avid Explorer. Let's see what else. The Memory Keeper, the Trendsetter. So this is like probably your early adopter, and the Family Historian. So this is like the type of people who like to capture family trees and that sort of thing. Not as relevant, I think, for this. So that's okay. So let's go down here. It gives me some prompts. It says like, show me what content they would consume. So let's try that. While it's doing that, I'm going to go back over to the audience section. So as I mentioned before, if you go into the template, okay, you go back over here into the audience section and you'll see that there's this template. You can click on that. And anytime you see one of these like light bulbs here, this is where you can copy and paste that information into ChatGPT. So you'll see the prompt would be, and I'll show you here in a second. Let's go ahead and load ChatGPT also. Okay, here's a new ChatGPT. So the prompt would be, let's go back over to our audience template, create 3 priority segments for this product. So you're going to copy that piece. Actually, we can copy this whole thing. We're going to paste it right in here. Okay, and then it says copy paste the content from Craft Your Story. So we're going to go to the Craft Your Story Wonder Badges page. We can just copy the whole thing. And we're going to replace this section here. Click enter. And see, it kind of does the same thing. It's going through and he's putting it in memory makers, adventure, and creative curators. So it creates its own sort of personas similar to these. What's cool about this is it actually pulls in this content, these videos that seem pretty relevant.
I don't like being the center of attention, but one thing I don't mind is calling attention to my stickers. My laptop is always a conversation starter, from the classroom to car dealerships, from kids to adults. It gets some small talk going. They say pictures speak 1,000 words. I think stickers do the same, so it's okay that...
So that is exactly the type of content, but it doesn't show me how to get to this content, which I find kind of annoying. Like, who is this person? Who is this influencer? How do I reach out to them? What platform is this? YouTube, or is this on TikTok? So that would be really helpful if Instant Personas did that. So it's kind of like, you can download these once you get it. If you go to like Guest Post Finder, I tried this also, where it says, okay, go to the type of blog where I could find these personas. And when I did this before, it didn't really do anything. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Okay, because there was a second part. It says now complete this table. Okay, so we're going to go back to our chat where it put those personas together. We're going to paste this in. And we're going to go back to now complete this table. Okay, so we're going to take this table here and we're going to, we're going to copy the table. And we're going to replace this piece here, pasting in the table, click enter. Okay, so now it's going to take those 3 personas that it had before, and then it's going to take that table template and it's going to fill it all in for us so we don't have to do it, which is really nice. So you can see here it puts together this nice table. Sometimes with Google Docs, it doesn't really do well copy and pasting tables directly into one of these documents. So what I like to do is I will just create a new spreadsheet and Google Sheets, and then I'll paste it from ChatGPT into Google Sheets, and then it formats it correctly, and then you can paste it, and then you can copy it from Google Sheets and paste it back into here. So anyway, when you're done doing that, it'll look a little bit like this. And then you can put your segments in, just kind of copy and paste the headers into these segments, and it'll give you all that information that we talked about before. And then when you go into audience, it'll give you the prompt to type into ChatGPT to get like a 1-sentence description of each of those, which you can copy and paste in there. And then again, one more table, which will show you the content preferences for those different types of users. So let's just take a look at what ChatGPT gave me. Go back to instant personas. See, it says it's still looking for something. I never got that to work. Personally, I didn't find it's got a nice UI, but I didn't find that instant personas gave me enough additional value outside of ChatGPT when you just use one of those prompts to warrant a $10 a month subscription. We can try some of these other tools like Keyword Finder and see if it can do that too. But I just it seemed like it had a lot of bugs and stuff. And that's really where I struggled with this. Okay, so let's go back to our details here. And okay, so right now I'm in the audience Wander Badges template. If you go back to the marketing checklist, all of these blank documents also have the Wander Badges example. So you can go back and see exactly what that's supposed to look like. You'll see what type of content each of these users prefer, what user-generated content they like, and then this is kind of cool. It'll go through and it'll tell you the influencers that are relevant to that persona. So you can actually like click on like this Instagram account, for example, and it'll show you 151,000 followers. You can then like reach out to this person. You can message them if you want to do some sort of collab, or send them some free product, that sort of thing. Okay, and so if we go back to the marketing checklist, we have now defined our target audience. We'll just go back and do these because you haven't seen these yet. So define your target audience. We did that. Segment your audience. We used ChatGPT to do that. Build a detailed customer profile. We did that. Determine content preferences. That's the one we just did. And then next we'll look at how to conduct an audience survey. But that should do it for now. We'll go back and look at this. It looks like you can find some unique Google keywords that might perform pretty well. Just out of curiosity, let's take a look at how this compares to if we had ChatGPT do the same thing. Okay, so let's go back and we'll just type this in right here. Find 10 Google keywords for each persona that have high search volume with low competition. Okay, let's see how these compare. Best travel photo storage solutions, organized travel photos online, top travel memory apps. And then we can go back in here. Frequent flyer tools, sharing travel experiences, fashion travel tips. It's not super relevant. Efficient packing tips, also not super relevant. So I'm not sure that these searches are going to be that helpful for us. But it's nice that these tools exist. So it might be worth kind of going through and checking out the tools on the left here too. But I think ChatGPT is probably going to be able to do a lot of this stuff for us. Okay, and that is the first section of defining the audience and a quick review of instantpersonas.com. Thanks.